Hi, I'm Talia. I'm going to be going through all my essential makeup today. I did do my first video as the smoky eye, and I just thought I'd run through the essential makeups that I'm going to be using through most of my videos. I'm also going to show you some cheap stuff, and then I'm going to be doing some tutorials later on in different videos, and you'll be able to see that I'm using these palettes in these makeups. I'm going to start with brushes. I'm using a Napoleon Perdis Complexion Perfection brush, which is 23S. It's a dual fiber brush. I use this for my foundation. It gives you an airbrush finish. When you apply it in circles, or you can dab it. It's really good. It may leave streaks, but I'll show you a brush that can help with that. But it just gives you like perfect skin. It's amazing. Alright. For the streaks that I was talking about, I use the Mascara Kabuki brush. It's very dense fibers, and when you finish putting on your foundation, you just go over your foundation and it just makes you look flawless. It's streakless finish, and it feels really nice on your face, to be honest. It's a really lovely brush. It just saves you. Alright, so when applying the powder on top of your foundation, I use the Napoleon Perdis 25S brush, or S25, either way, just for applying a powder, setting powder onto your foundation. It's pretty simple. I use the Chisel blush brush, which is 22B for my for my blush. Sorry, it is a Napoleon Perdis brush as well. I use that. Alrighty. So when it comes to the eyes, I have 3 favorite brushes. Gorgeous Cosmetic number 16, that's just to apply eyeshadow. You can have so many different types, different shapes, different sizes. It's really up to you what you prefer to use. Now, this is a MAC blending brush. It's number 217. It is one of my favorite brushes. I've got an angled taper brush in my pack that I carry around, if you saw my last video. It's loose fibers, but it's really good at blending. I haven't found anything as good. I love to use it. So when using eyeliner, I use my angled eyeliner brush. It is a Smashbox. It's really nice. The angle gives you really good coverage, and it doesn't put your hand at an awkward angle. So when you're doing it, you can also keep your hands low, so when you're looking in the mirror, you can apply it without getting in your own way, which I know that I've done a lot of times. I brought it up last time. This is my Urban Decay. This is a different type. This is just in a different bottle. It's the exact same. This is my eyeshadow primer. It stops creases, and it really helps stop fallout. This is not an Australian product. You actually have to order overseas. So it's good to find online if you find some really cheap stores, but it's not available in Australia. Now for concealer, I use my Ben Nye wheel. It's got all different colours, like I don't really need to use the darker colours, obviously, but a good mixture, especially if you're going to be doing other people's makeup. It's good to have all different types so you can mix them and match for people's skin colour. For foundation, I use Mascara Skin Base Foundation. It's really my favourite. I'm a level 3, and if you go in, they are available at Maya. They're about $65, but I reckon that a good foundation, it has to be expensive. I don't like to use Napoleon Perdis, which a lot of people do use. I just find them too sheer, where this one is really nice. It gives you good coverage, and it doesn't make you go very orange or yellow, which I know I've noticed a lot of people do. If you go to the one in Sydney, which I know that thing, they the Retro Cheese Skin Type, which is really good, and it's such a good product. I would recommend it to anyone. Okay, for my lash injection, that's the type of mascara I use. I've showed you before. It's for Too Faced. It's really lovely. It gives nice full lashes, and it's got a really good bristle. So I like to use the bigger ones. It really depends on what type of bristle they have, because I know I've swapped them over a lot of times, but this one's just perfect. I usually put 3 layers on each eyelash. That's how good it is. It's my favourite. So for a setting powder on your foundation, I use Too Faced Absolute Candlelight. It's a softly illuminating translucent powder. It's really lovely. It gives you the airbrush effect as well, and it makes your skin look perfect. It's got a bit of gleam in it, which is really good because it makes your skin look smooth. Okay, so for last, I've got 2 palettes to show you. So I've got my shimmer palette and my matte palette. These just give a really broad amount of colour that you can use. It's also really cheap. It's about $10 off eBay. It's called Stacks Palette. The good thing about the Stacks Palette is that they have just so many colours and they're really good pigments, especially for $10. Like, I'm wearing them today. They're good for people on a budget, especially if you want to do makeup and you don't really want to go out and buy like Urban Decay or MAC or Napoleon and they're just too expensive. $10 and you get a whole palette including black, white and then different shades of colours. They're lovely. So that's just to show you a lot of my just my essentials. I'll be making a video on all my palettes again, so if you're interested, just I'm going to be writing them down in the blurb down the bottom about my video, so you can also like research it, have a look on eBay, have a look at cheap stores. It's just really the basics that you'll need to do really nice makeup. It just makes you look flawless and it's really lovely. So I'm the ugly duckling, and that's all my essentials for today.